Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, it's the Natural Born Driller here, and welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review. Unfortunately, the show from September 22nd, 2020, and I say unfortunately it's because I apologize for not being able to doing it. You know, it's one of these type of schedules I've been doing, so basically it pertains to doing family things and all that. So I apologize for that, but you have Josh Matthews and Matt Serena on commentary, commentators for this edition for Impact Wrestling, which that's that's been going on for, I believe, since this year, I believe. Since there's no, obviously, I remember now, during the whole pandemic, Matt Serena has been the one commentary with Josh Matthews during this whole pandemic era for moving forward. Don Callis, he'll do it on maybe like he did at Summerversary. But don't remember much of him doing commentary on there. But he's got bigger things to do on commentary than Actually, I got that one mixed up. My apologies, folks. He's got better things to do as I believe he's the executive vice president, or maybe the executive president, like that. I don't remember what was his position is in Impact Wrestling. But he's along with Scott Demoy, got full control of Impact Wrestling. But he's got that on his plate more than than doing commentary with Josh Matthews. So I'm not gonna talk much about it. I'm just gonna talk about it briefly. The unfortunate passing of Road Warrior Animal, one half of the Road Warriors, one half of the Legion of Doom, pertains to his tag team partner Road Warrior Hawk. So unfortunately, Road Warrior Animal has passed away due to natural causes. Came out of nowhere. Who was in good health, by the way. Look at it just came out of the ordinary that he passed. I couldn't believe when I heard about it, that he passed. I never heard anything about any health issues or any anything that will just hit us out of the blue. But and also especially what we saw this past year, that the Dark Side of the Ring with routines to I think they call it Last Ride of the Road Warriors, like that, and then seeing this news coming out that he unfortunately passed away at after celebrating his birthday and celebrating his anniversary with his wife, and next thing you know, he was gone, and it's unfortunate. One of my favorite tag teams growing up during the 90s, the whole thing with Road Warrior Hawk and Road Warrior Animal, the Road Warriors in WCW, but also in WWF, the Legion of Doom, the whole what a rush. I would do it better, but right now it's not one of those times, one of those moves for me to do it. But one of my favorite tag teams growing up, watching them, and I was devastated when I heard about Warrior Hawk passing away in 2003. With his issues, his health problems. He had health problems, obviously, and unfortunately that came up. That caught with him around that year where he was getting his life together. And see how Warrior Animal lasted this long until finally 2020 came around. No word yet of what happened, of what caused his death, because again it came out of the blue. So we'll find out eventually. But again, one of my favorite tag teams, and one without shadow of a doubt, no arguments whatsoever, one of the greatest tag teams in professional wrestling history, where it tends to professional tag team wrestling. Those guys were the pioneers, were the renegades. They were the Road Warriors. They were the warriors of tag team division. They put tag team division during those days on the map. where it pertains to how big they were, how jacked they were, how intimidating they were, how vicious they were, how everything that that you saw the presence of them, and they're Hall of Famers, obviously, not just in WWE, despite the WWE Hall of Fame, you know, but they're also Hall of Famers elsewhere. So, rest in peace to Warrior. Excuse me. Rest in peace to Road Warrior Animal. And now, the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, are now in the heavens above. I want to do it properly, folks, without any background noises, you know, distracting and being disrespectful. So, once again, rest in peace to Road Warrior Animal. He's now up in heavens with Road Warrior Hawk. The Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, are back together in heaven. And again, one of the greatest tag teams that have ever lived was the Road Warriors. And they'll be truly missed. Now we can move on. Usually I would say subscribe, like, dislike, all that jazz. But not now. Not at this moment. And don't expect that for also pertains to my AEW reviews as well. So, but we get the opening match. Chris Bay versus Trey Miguel versus TJP. While Rajul, the X-Division champion, was there to watch on the match while the match is going on. Great opening match. Basically, the winner of this match will get an opportunity against Rajul for the title on the same night, by the way, and we'll get to how they did this. So the match was a 3-way, obviously. A lot of good moves in the match from TJP, obviously, from Chris Bay, and also from Trey Miguel. All were great in this match, with Trey Miguel getting the win onto TJP. So twice he's got his number, beating TJP in the match. So all of a sudden, Rick Rajul gets in the ring, and all of a sudden he wants to go. And Trey Miguel's like, okay, let's do it. And all of a sudden, Rick Rajul charges at him immediately, and rolls him up, pulls the tights, 1, 2, 3. Are you kidding me? All that for nothing, right? But hey, he's a heel, right? It was stupid. The world champion of Impact Wrestling, Eric Young, says everything that happens from now on will be on the company. Basically, retains to Scott D'Amore. For granting Rich Swann an opportunity for the world title at Bound for Glory. And that's basically it. So, Gia Miller, she attempts to interview Tenille Dashwood, who's getting ready to go up against Jordynne Grace, which that ends up being the main event, which we'll get to that match. But her personal assistant, or her personal photographer, Caleb with a K, answers the door because Tenille Dashwood, she's busy, preparing for a match, and there you go. So yeah, not much to say about that. We get Kimber Lee being accompanied by the Impact Knockouts champion, the Virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo, versus Susie, being accompanied by the number 1 contender for the Impact Knockouts Championship title, Smiley Kylie Ray. Match happens between Kimber Lee and Su Yung. I mean, not Su Yung, Susie. But speaking of Su Yung, once again, mind games playing to us all watching, where it pertains to Susie possibly returning. So match goes on. Match itself, it was decent. So Susie is getting the upper hand on Kimber Lee. I can't remember if Deanna Prosto got involved. Actually, yeah, she did. She kind of did got involved. Smiley, Kylie Ray got involved too. So Susie is to get the upper hand onto Kimberly, doing moves like how Su Young does it, and goes for the pan switch and gets the win. All of a sudden, after the match, Susie looks like she's turned into Su Young again. She's possessed and all that. Kylie Ray's there. Deanna Purrazzo gets in there to attack. Kylie Ray from behind. Susie attempts to fight back. But Deanna Purrazzo gets her in the course arm breaker. The Fujiwara armbar, I meant to say. Also, Deanna falls victim to the numbers game of because Kylie Ray ends up coming back, and then Kylie Ray gets on the microphone and says that she wants to face the Virtuosa for the knockout title at Bound for Glory. And match itself is going to be good. I know it's going to be good, especially with Deanna Purrazzo in there, and with Kylie Ray of me seeing how good she is in the ring. It's going to be a good match. So it should be fit for Bound for Glory, but to me it doesn't feel like a feud or rivalry that's been building up, leading for Bound for Glory to make it mean something for Bound for Glory for the Knockouts Championship. If anything, they should build this for for Victory Road, which I'll get to that once we get to how that's getting built up on the show here too. Wow, we're on the road to Bound for Glory. So yeah, so it's gonna happen. It's gonna be Smiley Kylie Ray versus the Knockouts champion, the Virtuosa, Deanna Purrazzo at Bound for Glory. Which, by the way, I believe this marks Bound for Glory 15. 15, number 15 for Bound for Glory. I'm assuming. I gotta look this up, but which I'll do later on. So, one moment, folks. Just give me 1 moment. Sorry, I had to take care of something. Okay, so then we get to the whole thing with Heath and Rhino. First they showed what happened with the whole thing with Hernandez, which was ridiculous in either way. But they did something with the whole thing where the whole campaign of this hashtag Heath for Impact. And basically it shows Heath and his family, his kids, just his kids on I'll remember they show his wife, but they show his kids, and it was entertaining. And also you have celebrities there too, like David Hasselhoff, Flavor Flav, Chuck Norris. Man, and Chuck Norris, by God, he looked like he's getting old. He looked like he's getting old, man. Damn, that really sucks too now. But yeah, they're all praising Impact Wrestling to sign Heath to a contract with Impact Wrestling, and it was put together very well, folks. Very nice, very entertaining. I loved it. It was basically a commercial ad, where it tends to to have a nice flow for this as the show went on, and I thought they did a good job with that one. So, yeah, good. It was all good. Not much to say about that. The Impact Tag Team Champions, Motion Machine Guns, were confirmed by the Good Brothers, and they were also confirmed by the Rascals. Now, to talk about on this role for Bound for Glory, so I'm wondering what they're gonna do with the whole tag team division, what pertains to the Impact Tag Team titles. It's gonna be it's gonna be coming to Bound for Glory. What they're gonna do with that one? Especially when we got these tag teams in there, like Motion Machine Guns, the current tag champions. You got the Good Brothers, who are the Stone Cold tag teams. What pertains to how they're being portrayed, not as pertains to being popular, because they're not really popular in Impact Wrestling, or let alone a big star in Impact Wrestling. Not and based on how they've been booked too. But you also got the Rascals, which pertains to Dez and Wentz, the North, well, TJP and Fireball are a tag team too, but right now they're not being looked at as a tag team right now. More pertains to building up for Bound for Glory. Where you got Scum, which they're doing their own things too. Where Hernandez, is there being part of this. Triple XL, But they're busy with the Deaners, and the Deaners, they're a joke alone, which we'll get to the Deaners later, by the way. But also, you know, I don't consider them a tag team, but Ace Austin and Madman Fulton, I don't consider them a tag team. If anything, I consider Madman Fulton being the bodyguard of Ace Austin. And the fact that, they decided not to go with Ace Austin at Summerversary, and then they did what they did with the whole group of us coming in there to go up against Ace Austin and Madman Fulton, especially where it takes the whole emergence show that they did. This is the best you got for Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. Madman Fulton. It's not like I keep saying Madman Fulton. Madman Fulton. But I'm saying that's the best you got for these guys. And what's the tag team's name? If they're gonna be sticking with them as a tag team, what are the tag team's name? Anyways, we have not much to say about the whole segment with Motion Machine Guns, Good Brothers, and Rascals. So not much to say about that. Also, we get EC3, who shows up, telephones Moose. In fact, I could be. He did this. EC3 docks his phone number. EC3 docks Moose's phone number for the entire world to see it and to call him up. Where it seems to help the self-proclaimed TNA World Champion to find his stolen championship belt, which by the way, but you stole it, EC3. But yeah, his number's out there. So, Ram, if you're watching this video, which I'm pretty sure you are, but when you get to this part, if you're watching this video, go back, watch that that part of Impact Wrestling from last week. Moose's phone number's there. Now you had the opportunity to call him up and say, "Fuck Moose." Just saying. Ty Valkyrie asked Rosemary why she didn't accompany her. I'm sorry. Forgive me, folks. I'm just tired. That she didn't accompany her to the match against Kiera Hogan. And Rosemary says that she agrees to help Taya with her problem with Kiera and Taya's Tasha. But she's trying to find out how to revive Father James Mitchell for the wedding. And Johnny Bravo is busy with the finding his grooms. His groomsmen, all that. So it's been revealed it's gonna be basically who are revealed to be the Deaners, Giant Swinger, Crazy Steve, Falaba, and Alicia Edwards. What? It's bad enough you had Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz trying to be the best man for Johnny Bravo, which that's how they portray it on TV. And now you got Alicia Edwards, that's in the middle of this to be a groomsman. But the Deaners, they refused, by the way. But Giant Stringer questions why Falaba is the best man. Well, he should be the best man because he's a swing man. So this, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a match where on the winner between Giant Swinger and Falaba are gonna be the best man for Giant Bravo on that horrible way segment they're gonna be doing whenever they're gonna do it. So it better not be football for Gurvey, I'll tell you right now. Brian Myers makes a mess backstage. Gia Miller accuses him of cheating. You got rotates the whole thing with Lee Mack and everything. That's why he made a mess. The time Dreamer shows up. He tells him to clean up the mess and everything. He kept refusing and everything. And I'm watching this. I'm like, oh my god, I don't care for Brian Myers. He will always be Kurt Hawkins to me. So it's gonna lead to a program between Tommy Dreamer and Brian Myers. Will be. Oh, and here's the kicker too, folks. Or why this is happening too, because Tommy Dreamer gave Brian Myers the job back in WWE, his first run, when he was the Major Brother, along with with Zack Ryder. So I'm supposed to care about that storyline, this feud between Tommy Dreamer and Brian Myers, because of the storyline they're building up, that Tommy Dreamer is the reason why he got into to WWE in the first place. And what's gonna lead to? Bound for Glory. The Deaners come out, they're supposed to have a match. All of a sudden they got blindsided by Eric Young. I'm like, great, good, take them out. I'm done with them anyways. I don't like them anymore anyways. So basically, it was, and by the way, this went way too long, folks. Which I didn't mind, because fuck the Deaners. Eric Young took them out, especially Cody Deaner, and then he took out Jake, who took his eye off the ball when he got in the ring to help out Cody Deaner. And like, yeah, you're stupid for you're turning your back on Eric Young, and Eric Young continue beating him up on everything, and also on Cody Deaner. Like, good. Hopefully that means they're gone from Impact Wrestling. Also, Shakir comes in, and they get beat by Eric Young. Scott D'Amore comes out. He basically had enough, but then Eric Young puts his hands on him, and all of a sudden we get the returning, wannabe Jon Moxley, Eddie Edwards. And also, after that was done, Eddie Edwards and Scott D'Amore argues backstage. So Eddie Edwards is going to get a rematch. I'm like, damn it. But it's not going to be at Bound for Glory. It's going to be at Victory Road, which is going to be on October 30th of 2020. Which I'm assuming, I believe it's this week. I think it's this coming week. Let me double check. Check the calendar. On a Saturday. Yeah. And it's probably going to be on Impact Plus, I'm assuming. I'm going to assume. I mean, where else will it be? So it's probably gonna be on Impact Plus, live on Impact Plus. So, yeah, that match is happening. So there you go, and fuck Eddie Edwards. RVD with K Forbes versus Sami Callihan. And get this stipulation, folks. If RVD wins, K Forbes gets 5 minutes alone with Sami Callihan in the ring. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Oh, but because, by the way, they never did the whole effing talk show, folks. Whatever happened with that? Was it something that I missed last time on Impact Wrestling? Because last I checked, there was no whole effing talk show. Because I'm assuming Sami Callihan may have crashed the party or ruined the show of it, where basically Sami Callihan, actually I was gonna say Kate Forbes. My apologies, not Sami Callihan. Kate Forbes. Kate Forbes, basically, she's had enough of Sami Callihan for ruining the her photos, which I still don't understand why she's upset with that, because it's not like because Sami Callihan, he basically trolled himself. If anything, he should have trolled Kate Forbes for a chance to having her head on someone's body instead of Sami Callihan's head on Kate Forbes' body. Who wrote that shit? Why Sami Callihan didn't even question that? But Kate Forbes also were a chance to so upset that Sami Callihan beat RVD, and that also I'm assuming they ruined the show. Which by the way, there was no show of it because it was never on Impact Wrestling. Or since the whole effing talk show. So I'm assuming Kate Forbes says that where she wants 5 minutes alone with Sami Callihan if RVD beats him and everything. So I guess they're trying to make this whole thing sense in a way where Sami Callihan is gonna be beaten down during his match against RVD, so it could be an easy picking for Kate Forbes for 5 minutes. But here's the thing: Sami Callihan was teasing, I'm gonna have you for 5 minutes and everything, right? And I say to myself, yo, that makes sense if you were the one to win the match instead of RVD. Like this whole thing is fucking garbage. This whole segment is garbage. This whole build up is garbage. This whole feud rivalry is garbage. Everything that they're doing with RVD, K Forbes, and Sami Callihan has been complete garbage. Even the matches were garbage. So the match happens. K Forbes got involved a little bit. And just during the match where Sami Callihan kept saying, 5 minutes, I get you for 5 minutes. Again, that only makes sense if Sami Callihan was to beat RVD in the match. Not RVD beating Sami Callihan. Just for Sami Callihan to get in the ring with K Forbes for 5 minutes. So RVD ends up winning. So because of that, K Forbes gets 5 minutes with Sami Callihan. It wasn't a match, by the way. It was just a stipulation where Sami Callihan and K Forbes in the ring, 5 minutes alone. And this definitely things couldn't get any worse, right? Because Sami Callihan was getting the better of K Forbes, during those times. And then RVD gets in there. So what was the point of this whole thing anyways? The whole point is for Sami Callihan and K Forbes to be alone in the ring 5 minutes without RVD being involved. And look what happened. RVD got involved. So they try to take out Sami Callihan, but Sami Callihan takes out RVD. I think because K Forbes did something. I'll try to remember. Also, Sami Callihan got K Forbes into his cactus style power driver, and that was it. And I say to myself, hopefully that's the end of the feud. Hopefully that's the end of this period. Ace Austin and Madman Fulton claim to be number contenders for the tag titles, but then all of a sudden the North comes in and they say, they're still they should be number contenders and everything, blah blah blah, for because they're the longest reigning tag team champions in Impact Wrestling history. And I think it's gonna lead to a match between these two teams, and there you go. By the way, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying. Now know what I'm saying now. Blah, 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 blah. I'm having a stroke. What I was trying to say is, what pertains to the build-ups for Victory Road, the only match that's been built up so far is Eddie Edwards versus Eric Young for the title. What's your matches? Tenille Dashwood with Caleb with a K versus Jordynne Grace. Match happens. Great match. Tenille Dashwood looked great. Jordynne Grace looked great. No, I didn't say great. Grace. Caleb with a K was getting involved for a brief time. From the end basically. I don't remember if actually he did when he got in the apron. That's what I meant when he did. So the match is over. Yeah, it was pretty good, pretty damn good. Well, way to close up the show, and with Tenille Dashwood getting the win on Jordynne Grace. So yeah, Tenille Dashwood gets the win, and that was it. But wait, there's more. Also, we see Eddie Edwards leaving. And I see myself, oh god. Also, for whatever reason, it went dark. On the screen. And Eddie Edwards got attacked. And I'm like, great. I want to know who attacked him because, the whole thing with the lights being out. I want to give someone credit for attacking Eddie Edwards because fuck Eddie Edwards. So now we're gonna do this whole storyline where who attacked Eddie Edwards, and it's probably gonna lead to Bound for Glory of the build up, I guess. Whatever. And that was a show for Impact Wrestling. So tomorrow Wrestling for Impact Wrestling, the show for September 22nd, 2020. 5 matches, including that garbage match with Rajul, a quick match against Trey Miguel. Yeah. Stupid. It better lead to something, folks, where it tends to Bound for Glory, where it tends to the X System title for all 4 participants. But I'm just saying. just throwing a little hint out there. You know, wink, wink. But anyways, my overall strength for the show, 7 out of 10. Not the best show, not the strongest show, but show itself, it was decent, solid at best. So yeah, there you go. 7 out of 10. That being said, thank you for watching for Is Natural Born Thriller, saying peace on the streets. For this was your Impact Wrestling review from September 22nd, 2020. Until next time, folks, stay well, stay safe, take care of yourself or dance going in the world, wear your mask. Sorry, I'm just tired. I'll just. Anyways, what I was trying to say is, love one another, God bless one another, live in peace and harmony for us all. I'm out here now. Got that for now.